This is one of my favorite, like all-time favorite colors. I don't know why my right hand acts like she's brand new. I just made my nose kind of look broken. I gotta fix this. Hello everyone, it's Lexi, and today I'm going to show you my everyday makeup routine. I am not going out. I have not been going out. I spend pretty much every day in my house, inside, but I still like putting makeup on. It just makes me feel good about myself and makes me feel ready for the day. I am not a beauty YouTuber. I am not a professional makeup artist. These are just what I like to use, and this is what I like to do. So I am starting out with a fresh face. I just washed my face and I didn't think about it, but off camera I put on this Neutrogena Hydro Boost water gel lotion. It's a sunscreen. It has SPF 30. I really like this product because Dee and I can share it because it doesn't leave a white cast on non-white skin. So other sunscreens, you know, sometimes they'll leave a white cast, but this one does not. And it's just a product that we both like to use. We can both share it, and it's one less duplicate in our bathroom. A lot of the products that we use are very separate, so the more things we can share, the better, because then we just have more room in our bathroom. Next, I'm just gonna put on a little bit more moisturizer. I like that sunscreen moisturizer, but I just don't feel like it's like should only be used. I just always feel like I need a little bit more moisturizer, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Also, with that sunscreen, a little goes a long way. If you put on too much, it gets like greasy, so I like to layer my moisturizers, I guess. I'm gonna put a little bit more on around my eyes because they get really dry. The next thing I like to use is the MAC Prep and Prime. This one is Natural Radiance, and it's like has this on the cap. I think there was also a pink option. I love this because I feel like it cancels out some of my redness that I get. It's not too bad today, but sometimes I have like really flush red. What is that called? What is that called when you have like really flush red cheeks? Not from like embarrassment, but just like all the time. There's a word for it. Anyway, it is like a yellow color, and it has a tiny bit of a shimmer to it, but it's basically just a primer, and I really like to use this underneath my makeup. And I will sometimes just use this, like if I want to be pretty bare and natural, but I still want my pores to not be so noticeable. I like to use this a lot. Next, I'm gonna do my eyebrows because I like doing my eyebrows before I do my eyeshadow. I remember when I first started doing my makeup thinking that I was doing it wrong because I would do my makeup and you could still see my pores after. This is just the Ulta Beauty brow pencil in the color Ash Taupe. I kind of like to keep more of a like lifted eyebrow look. I don't like to make mine too far over. It just isn't good fit for my face shape. My natural eyebrows don't even go over that far, so I also just try to make my eyebrows match. The hairs of this eyebrow are much thicker in the inner portion than on this side, so I always fill this side in a little bit more to make them look more even. Growing up, I always knew that magazines and other things were fake, they were photoshopped, like they weren't realistic, but when I would see YouTubers or other beauty gurus on Instagram or whatever have this absolute perfect skin, and when I would get finished with mine, it just wouldn't look like that. I thought I was doing something wrong. I was like, I'm not using enough. I would be like, I'm not using enough concealer, I'm not using enough primer, I'm not doing it right. But skin texture is a normal thing and everyone has it. It's just, you know, your pores may be bigger than other people's, and that is just genetics. It's not any way that you're doing your makeup wrong. You can do things, you can do your makeup a certain way to make them appear a little bit smaller, but your skin is always going to have texture because that's what it is. It's still skin at the end of the day. This one I messed up a little bit. I'm trying to feather it out, thin it out a little. Boop, boop, boop. Then I like to go in and use this brow gel. I've literally had this for ages. This one is the Maybelline New York Brow Drama in the color Blonde. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. I also used like hair gel, and that I think works a lot better. This just, I like that hair gel is clear for the most part. This, however, is tinted, but it's just a product that I have, so I use it. I actually use this a lot more for other things than brow gel because it's a really good color. I like to use this for fake freckles. I like to use it to redefine my actual freckles. Like if I put on foundation, I have a freckle here and a freckle here that I like to kind of like re-darken. Those are things that I like about myself, so I don't want to cover them up. Okay, next I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. I like to use this Tarte palette. It's the Tartelette in Bloom. It has a lot of good neutrals. It is a pretty old palette, but I probably use this thing like every fucking day. So I go in with the lightest one first. This like, it looks white, but it's like an off-white. I mostly do this just to try to cover up the veins that are up there. This has been my favorite thing lately. I just take some washi tape, and I know there's like an actual product for this, but I think it's stupid. I take a piece of washi tape and I put it along my eye like that. This part takes the longest, but it's kind of worth it because I'm really bad at making my eyeliner like it'll be even in the thickness, but the actual like angles of them will not be even. So this has kind of been a saver for me lately. And this is why I like to do my eyeshadow first before I do my foundation and stuff, because if you try to put these on top of foundation, first of all, it's gonna take the foundation off. But also, if you need to readjust them, they are not sticky anymore after you take them off the first time. You cannot get them back on. Take the same palette. Again, I'm gonna take a slightly smaller brush. I know this is dirty. I know. So then I just go over to the next darkest color called Smarty Pants and just kind of go to town. I start over on the side, kind of up in the corner, but not like literally in the crease. And I try to pull it over and I just kind of blend it upwards. Let me go upwards a little bit. You go all the way over to the piece of tape. This is the difference. And it just gives me a little bit more of a put together look, I think. I like to go into the very next dark color, Jet Setter. And I take a little bit of this on the tip, you know, do the little tabby thing, and then I go in right in the corner and just kind of like darken that area just a teensy bit. Then I'm gonna go into what I use for my bronzer. This is just the Benefit Hoola, and then I go to some kind of fluffy brush. Sometimes it's this one, sometimes I just use my actual bronzing brush that I like to use, and then I just kind of like go over this really lightly just to kind of like warm it back up, and then also it creates like just a cohesiveness once I'm done. Then we do the eyeliner, which for me lately has been trying to make it very natural. So I go back into the same palette and I like this Smoke Show color. It's like it's not quite a black, and it has a few brown tones in it. I like to use this guy. Now here for the satisfying part. Ooh, girl. Yes, this brown part looks a little weird to me all the time, so I like to take this brush, fade it out. Now today I don't really think I want to do a whole lot of foundation. I don't like doing foundation really ever if I can help it. My skin likes me a lot better when I don't. This is hot, really hot. I'm gonna do my concealer first, then I can judge whether or not I want to do foundation. The concealer that I use, I really like this Clinique Even Better All Over Concealer and Eraser. This is where I'm gonna start. I have this pimple over here that I've been fighting with. One of my biggest insecurities is my under eye dark circles. Here's what we got so far. It's my pink cheeks. Rosacea, that's what it's called. I'm really self-conscious about my rosacea, and I, for the longest time, would not even use blush because I was just like, that's what I'm actively trying to get rid of all the time. Why would I put blush on? Yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit of foundation. So I also use the Clinique Even Better foundation. Ton of scarring around my jawbone because of acne. Let's buy into beauty standards and make my nose smaller. I'm gonna use this flat brush. It's like this shape, and I'm gonna go back into this same palette. She's multifunctional, and pick Jet Setter again, and then I'm gonna go along here. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. This side got a little dark. I don't know why my right hand acts like she's brand new. I just made my nose kind of look broken. I gotta fix this. My name's so cute with 2 eyes. So now that I have my nose on, I like to take the same brush, same color, go into Jet Setter again, and then I like to go where my cheekbones are. Probably not proper technique like whatsoever, but this is what I like to do. And I go, you know, up in my temples as well. So I just like to do rough contouring. So that's going to be like the deepest, darkest color. Then I'm going to take this brush again and my bronzer. And this is where I'm going to blend this out. If you're a really, really pale person like I am, I feel like it's really hard to contour. Not that it's hard to find things to contour with, but like everything just looks so fake because of the stark difference. And then I just kind of like to do like a light dusting with the rest of what's left over. I'll go over my nose contour. Now for the last skin thing, I like to do blush, but don't come for me. I like to use the same color as the lip color that I'm using that day. I've never actually bought a blush product. I probably should. I definitely should do that. But the thing is, I have a ton of different lip products and lip colors, and I've always just used those. And also I like to kind of like make it a little bit more cohesive. I think it makes it look pretty natural when your lip color is like similar to your cheek color. Yeah, Rogue by Sephora. See, it's a really, really pretty, I love this color. So let's start with, I also think it's a really pretty blush color. I like to pull my blush really high. Oh, I forgot to do underneath my eyes. Pause. Okay, I hope this is the same angle because I had to switch out my battery. I think it makes me look a little bit younger when I put blush like kind of towards this outer corner of my eye. I like to go in and just do a little dabby dab on my nose. Look at that face coming back alive. Ooh, we have blood flow. It's just so pretty. It's just, ah, I love this color. I think this color, it looks really good on my skin tone. I'm gonna take out this Maybelline Brow Drama again, and this little pointy part at the end, at the tip of it, I like to go on top of my 2 freckles that I have. Put my freckles back on. Sometimes I do freckles, sometimes I don't. Today I was feeling like having freckles. As I was doing that, I realized I did not put mascara on at all. Lately, I've been using Benefit's Bad Gal Bang. Then I have a sample, I think I got this for free a long time ago, the Benefit's Roller Lash. I have 2 full versions of this, but because this is the oldest one, it's clumpy. I like to use the clumpy mascara to go over this mascara and kind of like break it up a little bit, like, okay, and then just zhuzh the hair a little bit, and that's my makeup look. I feel like a sunflower. Ooh, I look so cute. Ah, I like this makeup look. I look so cute. I always forget how cute I look with freckles. Thank you so much for getting ready with me today. I really enjoyed making this video. Remember that makeup is all about self-expression, and if you feel inclined to express yourself through makeup, I think you should. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty.